Do you remember the Alamo? Because I remember learning about the Alamo like I remember being a little kid and being told, do you remember the Alamo? Because I remember learning about the Alamo like I remember being a little kid and being told, go back to Mexico. Do you remember the Alamo? Because I remember learning about the Alamo like being a little kid and being told, go back to Mexico and eat your tacos. Like I remember learning about the Alamo. You hear it all the time. I'm not a racist. I just believe in rule of law. What part of illegal don't you get? What I don't get is how the same people who backed the Iraq invasion now want to complain about something called illegal immigration. You know, folks being in places they don't belong. These people want to talk about the legality of immigrants, the criminality of workers. Well, I have a list of criminals I feel should never have left home. Their names were Jefferson, Madison, and Monroe. Monroe. Where are your documents? You hear it all the time. They were real men, they would stay in their own country and fix it. Yet, when the Mexican presidential election was stolen in 2006, the people took to the streets shutting the Capitol for 5 months. Bush stole not one but 2 elections, and we didn't do shit. Don't tell me Mexicans don't know how to fight. That same year, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of Mexicans poured into American streets in protest organized in less than 2 weeks. Don't tell me Mexicans don't organize. And don't tell me all this talk is divisive. Because unless you are a racist, my pride is not divisive. Unless you are a racist, my dignity is not divisive, because otherwise you are actually arguing I should be without it. And another thing, my family and my community, we are not an ethnic study. We are a course in human history, because we are as real and as valid and as universal as anybody. So for anyone who would say to me that is divisive or worse yet racist when I say that I'm proud to be Latino, well, get ready, motherfucker, because I say this: from Caracas to Pampas to Chiapas to East Los Angeles, from the lowliest paid dishwasher in the loneliest cafe in the northernmost tip of Maine all the way down south to the southernmost cone of Argentina, wherever there are so many as one of us, I say viva, viva, viva America Latina. Now there are some who will tell you what you just witnessed was hate speech. Nonsense. I love everybody, so long as they remain lovely. But wait a minute, man. The minute you start talking about breaking up families or calling our children anchor babies, then yeah, we got some problems, because I hate racism. And I hate economic imperialism. And I hate transnational capitalism. Because I am a communist, soy un comunista, and that is what I am. And I make no more apologies for that than I do for being Mexican. But yeah, these people aren't racist. They just believe in rule of law. What part of illegal don't you get yet? Go to any one of their rallies, you things like, go back to Mexico, do your drugs, and eat your tacos. Or some really off-the-wall shit like, remember the Alamo. Well, I do remember the Alamo. Like, I remember Dien Bien Phu. Like, I remember the Tet Offensive. Like, I remember the Battle of Little Bighorn and the Wars of Pontiac. Like, I remember Nat Turner's Midnight Ride. Like when Cubans and Angolan shot the forces of apartheid from African skies at the Battle of Quito, Cuanaval. Like I remember the Alamo. Like I remember Magellan's watery grave off the island of Mactan, when people not yet known as Filipinos with no more than bamboo bolos confronted Spanish conquistadors in steel-plated armor and drowned their asses in less than 3 feet of water. Like I remember the Alamo. Like I remember the victories of Augusto Sandino, El Grito de Miguel Hidalgo, the sermons of Oscar Romero, the cry of freedom of Saint Louverture, the sword of Simon Bolivar. Like I remember the Alamo. Like I remember the Mexican Revolution. Like I remember the Haitian Revolution. Like I remember the Irish Revolution. Like I remember the Iranian Revolution. Like I remember the Algerian Revolution, rocking the Casbah. Like I remember the Alamo. Like I remember the Cuban Revolution. Like I remember the Nicaraguan Revolution. Like I remember the Chinese Revolution. Like I remember the Vietnamese Revolution. Like I remember the Russian Revolution. Like I remember every piece of people's or anti-colonial history. So yeah, motherfucker, I don't remember the Alamo. I just remember a little differently. So yeah, I was at the march. That was a fantastic thing. It was an amazing thing to be surrounded by. I don't know what the numbers were, so I know we're talking 150,000 to 250,000. Just to be part of that, you know, I don't know what to say about it, so I won't say anything else. Here's another poem. This one is called Gangstas. These are both in the book, by the way. $12. They say it's a pathology of the black community, a growing pain of the Russian economy, yet another plague brought to us by the immigrants, of which we must be wary. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. No. It's gangsters! Gangsters! Set a time, get a neighborhood watch. You best be careful, you best beware. Times are changing. Gangsters are everywhere. Gangsters are gonna bust in your place, crawl in your bed, hog all the sheets, Like Robert Downey Jr. for the blackface. Gangsters are everywhere. We need to protect ourselves. We need to protect our wealth. We need harsher new laws. We need harsher new cops. We need to overhaul the system. We need to build more prisons. We need to act now. We need a Patriot Act. Gangsters are everywhere. Gangsters are going to take their dark, dirty hands and rub them all over your little princess soft, lily, white breasts. Worse yet, she may just like it. Gangsters. Gangsters! Yes, gangsters are everywhere, and that is the debate that dominates this country. One between secretly and openly racist assholes who are bankrolled by the same people who fund the criminalization of blacks and Latinos. So you didn't know? Racism in America is big business. We got a prison industrial complex, a military industrial complex. Because if the 5-0 don't catch you, the ROTC will. There's even murmurs today of a health industrial complex, but this is not all that complex. It is capitalism, doing what capitalism does best, turning a buck from every possible aspect of your life that it can, from caging you or killing you, sending you off to kill or be killed, and yes, even healing. Or more to the point, no, not even healing you. Capitalism is everywhere. Capitalism is running nightly raids on the ghettos and barrios, storming kitchen cupboards, telling single mothers to stretch half a jar of peanut butter and saltines for the next 2 weeks. Capitalism is everywhere. Capitalism is saving marriages. It's keeping battered wives with abusive husbands. Why are you still with him? Beats the shit out of me, but he feeds his children. Oh yeah, her man works for a living. Capitalism is everywhere. Capitalism is going to come to your house, crawl you through TV, and blame your ass for sitting on the couch. What you need to do is enroll. Bullshit is everywhere. It has been over 50 years since Brown versus the Board of Education, and not much has changed. It has been over 60 since Mendez versus Westminster, and that shit still goes on today. Do you know Mendez? Entiendes Mendez? Well, in case you don't, let me be the one to let you know that Jim Crow is also a gringo. Let me say about 2 schools out in San Juan Capistrano. One is majority white, the other 95% Latino. White school, better funded, small classrooms, probably better teachers, and they sit about 2 blocks from one another. Bullshit is everywhere, and I believe in education. I believe in education. I believe in education more than most valedictorians. What I do not believe in is indoctrination nor assimilation that are saying into what or as what. I'm a revolutionary. I believe in revolution. I believe in making shit happen, and opportunities. Well, opportunities are everywhere. $12.